Now, for most young women in Africa, access to education is a rare privilege. But for a tiny village in Uganda, once stricken by poverty and HIV, things are starting to improve, thanks largely to education. And the good work of one of our country's biggest retailers means that girls in this area are now more likely to make it through high school than boys. Weekend Today reporter Jessica Tancred travelled to Africa for this wonderful story.
This is how Rita's day begins. It's 5 a.m. and this 12-year-old calls upon her younger siblings to help collect the day's water by filling old jerry cans from a pond, then sealing them with an unripe banana before hoisting the 20-kilo weight on top of their heads. Their mud brick home in the tiny village of Mannya, Uganda, one of the poorest nations on earth. As the oldest of 6 children to single mum Priska, Rita is relied upon to do many chores around the home. But still, her education remains the priority and her ticket to a brighter future. Class starts at 6 and Rita makes it just in time. First up, her favourite subject, science. Even though the bell here is different, a rusty wheel and chain, the reaction is the same. 3 meals are provided daily for each of the 925 primary school students. For breakfast, it's a mug of porridge. And for dinner and lunch like these kids are having, it's a bowl of maize and beans. Then it's back to class.
Is it correct? Yes!
I'm keeping Rita company on her walk home.
So because you're the oldest, does that mean that you have to do the most chores? You know, the most sweeping.
And it was here the weight of all her responsibility dawned on me. Back at home, and Rita is put to work. Scrubbing pots, doing the laundry, preparing the family meal. And while her mother bathes her younger brother, keeping her siblings entertained. Dinner is matoki, a local dish made of green banana. Then she's finally got some time to do some homework.
Singasa nnyo banjagala liita asome nze wadde saasome naye njagala liita asome era mbakuutira nnyo basome bafune emirimu tuve mu mbeera eno embi.
Rita is one of the 5,000 kids receiving a free education thanks to the Cotton On Foundation. General Manager Tim Diamond.
For a child like Rita, I think the focus is opportunity. You know, we just need to set her up for success, and having a quality education is the best stepping stone for that.
And they have big plans for the future.
The mission for Cotton On Foundation is to establish 20,000 educational places by 2020. That's not just building 4 walls of a classroom and putting in a desk. That's as soon as a child wakes up, what do they need access to? From water to sanitation to food to sustainable projects and health. How can we make this an all-encompassing project where that child is set for life and they've got opportunity?
An education for a girl like Rita is not something taken for granted, but rather a gift to help achieve her dream of becoming a nurse. And while I'll never forget my time in Mannya, I've left a lasting memento to make sure they never forget Australia.
Thank you.
That's okay. Do you know what that is?
Kangaroo.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Such a lovely story. And to find out more about the Cotton On Foundation's 2020 vision, you can visit the website on the screen right now. Great.
They do say that educating girls is one of the really big keys to eliminating poverty.
Absolutely.
And thank you very much, Jessica, for bringing that story to us.